Kyle Richards has been on RHOBH since its inception in 2010, and there's one fellow OG she has maintained a special friendship with. So, who is it and why have they been able to stay so close throughout all of the years? Keep reading for more details. Kyle Richards maintains special friendship with RHOBH OG. There are a few RHOBH OGs that pop up here and there that seem to still be active in Kyle Richards' life. She has had Camille Grammer-Meyer over for dinners and parties. Plus, Kyle was a bridesmaid in Camille's wedding to David Meyer, although things were rocky after the fact. She also has her sister, Kim Richards, who is a fellow OG, although they have had a very rocky road to peace. Then there is Taylor Armstrong, who was on the show from seasons 1 through 3, and then made a few guest appearances after that. She eventually appeared on season 2 of RHUGT in the Berkshires, which landed her as a friend of on RHOC. After just one season in Orange County, she was let go despite being close friends with Tamra Judge. Now, she is opening up about how she and her former RHOBH co-star, Kyle, have been able to stay close after all of these years. According to Reality Tea, Taylor opened up on The Daily Dish about her relationship with the mother of 4. Kyle and I will always be close. We lived just 3 streets apart from each other. Portia, Kyle's daughter, and Kennedy, Taylor's daughter, were close. Portia was turning 2, and Kennedy was turning 4. We spent a ton of time at their house. The girls would have sleepovers all the time, so she and I definitely have a huge bond. Admittedly, Taylor does not see all of the women that she started the series with. She no longer lives in Beverly Hills, but rather the OC with her second husband. However, since they were there when her first husband, Russell Armstrong, committed suicide, there is still a lasting bond that won't go away. Together forever. Of all of the ladies, Taylor Armstrong shared this: "I'm on good terms with all of them. Every one of us will DM different things, you know. Everyone's lives are busy, and we all have kids. So as much as it seems like we would see each other all the time, we can't. The other thing is that there is a geographical challenge. People who don't live here, I think they're more under the impression that we just pop up to Beverly Hills for lunch. But the 405 is a whole nother ballgame. It's not as simple as it seems just to go hang out for, a couple hours and come back." Kyle Richards is the last remaining OG from RHOBH, but that may soon be over. After the last 2 seasons, which were filled with sister fights and her marriage ending, she might not return. She has stated that season 14 is up in the air for her right now, and it will be a last-minute decision. So far, Anna Mary Wiley and Crystal Kung Minkoff are out, with Dorit Kemsley's fate up in the air. Would you like to see Taylor return to RHOBH for a guest appearance? More so, do you think she is really as close with the ladies as she claims? Let us know in the comments below. Ariana Madix recently gave her opinion on being posed as the villain on Vanderpump Rules this season. In this season, viewers have seen relationships mend and break over Scandoval. Fans feared Ariana Madix was going to be painted as the villain, and she gave her opinion on the matter. She also went into detail on the conversations had when she was not there. Ariana Madix and conversations. Fans have seen Lala Kent and Sheena Shade try and mend their relationships with Tom Sandoval. She went into detail about people having conversations when she was not around. "You only know what you film, so obviously things that are being said amongst other people when I'm not there, I don't know what they're talking about. I felt like I was filming a season that felt very different than what I'm watching just in terms of the relationships. We're the Spice Girls, and then it's like, no." Fans know that Lala Kent and Ariana Madix had a falling out during the reunion episode. Maybe this comes from a conversation Ariana has seen since filming and gets brought up during the episode. It has been hinted at that the reunion is going to be filled with drama, crying, and screaming. Everyone knows Lala will not back down. Talks about being the villain. When someone mentioned fans were afraid Ariana would be painted as the villain this season, she replied, "Oh, you didn't think I didn't?" She also explained why. "I think something that is important and part of any reality show is they always want to have conversation. They don't want the audience to be on one side or the other, so they will always try to even the playing field. They've always done that. They always will. I knew going into that they were going to do everything they could to even the playing field." It seems that Ariana feels as though she did get posed as the villain a bit in the season. She thinks it could be due to producers wanting people to see more than one side and not favor one person. However, fans will continue to be on Ariana's side and are not falling for Tom's sadness. The show has had an eventful season, and viewers are unsure how it is going to play out if they get to have another season. What do you think? Sound off in the comments below. West Wilson from Summer House has been seen having a fling with Sarah Miller on the show. Fans have been dying to know if the two are still together since it has been a while since filming. It seems that West's dad could have given fans a spoiler on the relationship. There have been a lot of relationship troubles on the show this season. Could their relationship be the one to survive the season? Summer House relationship issues. There have been a lot of relationship issues this season. Lindsay and Carl were supposed to be getting married, but Carl called off the wedding and ended that relationship. Viewers saw the two have issues the entire season and argue constantly. Lindsay was always bringing up Carl's past drug addiction and more. Amanda and Kyle also had some issues this season. They continued to argue and have communication issues. However, there were some good ones this season. Paige and Craig are still going strong and are having the time of their lives. Sarah and West also started a fling and seem to be doing good. West Wilson's dad gives spoiler. Fans have been dying to know if West Wilson and Sarah Miller are still together. His dad recently posted a picture of them on Instagram with the caption, "A fall visit from Sierra and West. Did some writing and vaccinated calves." It says a fall visit, which could mean it was from months ago. However, fans think he would only post that if they were still together. Fans gave their thoughts. "I hope, but it says a fall visit from Sierra and West. So like 8 months ago, and a lot can happen in 8 months lol. But I don't see why the dad would post this if his son wasn't still with his girlfriend. I think the photo is old. West's hair is different now." She talked about this in WVHL. It doesn't sound like they are together. It's a fake relationship for the show. Maybe feelings got developed, but it's definitely giving fake AF. The two could still be together since his dad posted that. It does say she visited the farm in the fall. But why would he still post that if they were no longer together? Fans want Sierra and West to work out, as they seem to have great chemistry and immediately hit it off. Maybe a good relationship could come out of the show and work out in the long run. What do you think? Do you think the two are still together? Sound off in the comments below. Margaret Josephs is allegedly fuming over RHONJ co-star Dolores Catania's salary from the show. The two both play integral parts in the hit Bravo series. So how much more does Dolores make than Margaret? Keep reading for more details. RHONJ Margaret Josephs fuming over Dolores Catania's salary. Dolores Catania has been known as Teresa Giudice's best friend, but she can play all sides when needed. This can be a problem as Teresa wants everyone around her to be consistently faithful and loyal. Margaret Josephs has struggled with Teresa for a very long time. However, she and Dolores have been able to maintain closeness. As of December 2023, they were gushing over one another for Dolores' birthday. According to Bravo, Margaret had shared a sweet montage to honor Dolores, saying this, "Happy birthday, my sweet Dolores. You are an amazing mother, friend, partner, and as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside. Wishing you another fabulous year around the sun. We love you tons, Saxo." To that, Dolores responded, Love you and thank you for the friendship we share. Always grateful for my Marge Coxo. Unfortunately, it appears that money may be getting in the way of their closeness, which is never a good thing. According to Collider, Margaret is apparently less than thrilled with the paycheck her buddy is making, as it is considerably more than what she is taking home. Behind the Velvet Rope podcast host David Yontef spilled the tea on what is going on with the pay disparity. Margaret Josephs has been on RHONJ 1 season less than Dolores Catania. Dolores joined in season 7 with Margaret following the year after. He explained this. New Jersey is really expensive at this point. You have Teresa probably at 2 million or 2.5. You have Melissa at 1.5, close to 2. I'm not done. Margaret Josephs has been there a long time. She's probably at like 800,000. When I was friends with Margaret, Margaret used to tell me it disgusted her that Dolores made more than her. In Margaret's eyes, she did not feel that her friend and co-star should be making much more than she was. The reason was she did not think she brought a lot to the table. Margaret versus Dolores. David Yontef alleged that Margaret Josephs would say this about her supposed close friend. Margaret would say, look at me on camera. I contribute so much more than Dolores. How does she make more than me? Well, it's favorite nations, girl. So as much as Margaret makes, Dolores, girl, you ain't writing so easy either. What are you contributing for your salary? Dolores is so in the middle, literally in the middle of the picture, and will not take a side in a way. She's what they want. As of now, the show is in limbo. Season 14 does not have Melissa Gorga and her sister-in-law, Teresa Judas, interacting in any capacity. Plus, the cast is very divided. Therefore, Andy Cohen does not know how much longer the series can go on with that dynamic. Rumors have started that the show will undergo a big facelift for season 15. Do you think that Dolores deserves more than Margaret, or should they be on the same pay scale? Let us know and watch RHONJ when it returns to Bravo on May 5th.